let's go ahead and settle in. Let's just get comfortable wherever you are, whatever that physical spot is for you. Just allow your body to be comfortable. Allow your entire being just to feel like you're part of those surroundings. Listen to the sounds, feel the air, notice the sensations on your skin, and then just allow yourself to just be right where you are. Don't try to fight the sounds or the distractions or anything that you feel like might be getting in the way. Rather, just be there. Be there amidst it all. And then begin to turn your attention to that next breath coming in. Just kind of follow it as it fills you up, as you breathe in, and then follow it as you gently breathe out. And then again, follow it on the breath in, just filling yourself up, and follow it as it goes out. And just feel this beautiful sinking of you with the breath, you with the setting wherever you are, you with this present moment. And then begin to just notice how you feel. Emotionally, energetically, just what have you brought into this moment? There's no rule that says you have to set it to the side or let it go, but just be aware of it. What have you brought to this present moment? How do you feel? What are you carrying? And over the next few times together, we have these next few Yoga Sutras that are very specific about how to meditate. So Patanjali has spent many, many lines with many, many lessons teaching us about ways of living, ways of being, ways of breathing, ways of treating each other, ways of moving our body. And then we get along into this third chapter on the accomplishments. And what he's basically telling us is, I've taught you how to meditate. I've given you the tools to focus and to concentrate and to be. So now let's meditate with very specific intention. And over the course of these next few sutras, he's showing us that as you have an intention for your meditation practice, your impact follows. So for today, he encourages us to bring all of our awareness, all of our focus to this concept of Dhruve. Dhruve. And he tells us that the way to understand what that concept is to think about that spot right between your eyes, the center of your brow. Our two eyes look outward. They physically look externally into the world. But there's this spot that he says that if you'll just focus there, Dhruve, you'll begin to really see this place within. And so as much as you pay attention to the breath coming in or you pay attention to the body as it needs to move, see if you can be just as intentional about focusing there. Because what he says is, when you bring your awareness here, and your concentration is so focused, the distractions begin to decrease, and your insight becomes so clear, so sharp. You can trust what you notice. You can trust the sensations that you feel. But in order to be able to do that, you've got to bring all of your focus, all of your energy, all of your attention here. And so let's try that today. I asked you just to kind of be in your environment. Just let the sounds of the air conditioning just run. Let the sounds of the animals moving in the home just be. Let the physical sensation of the furniture that's around you, the textures, just let it be. And instead of trying to fight against the sounds and the distractions, let's bring all of our energy to that spot right in between our two eyes. If you couldn't see very well with the two external eyes, you'd go to the doctor. You get your eyes checked. Maybe we get glasses or contacts, something to help you see better. So if this third eye, if you want to look at it that way, this internal eye, if it's not seeing clearly, sharply, well, then we come to our practice as a way to make it better. And so what Patanjali says is bring all of your awareness there. See how clear it is currently. Can you feel the insight from the wisdom that you have? Do you trust the way that your insight leads you? Do you feel secure in the teachings as you have studied them, in the moments that you have spent in quiet? Can you see with clarity where you should go next, what you should do next, and when you should be still? And for most of us, we can catch these glimpses of this beautiful clarity. But then we get pulled away to the noises. We get pulled away to the sensations around us. We get pulled away to the thoughts and the memories. And we lose it. And so what he's telling us is this practice, this sitting thing that we do together. It's like when you go to the eye doctor and you check those other two eyes. You do whatever you need to do so that you can see clearly. So as we sit together, just imagine that you are turning all of your attention and you're looking right there in between those eyes. See what you see. Notice what you notice. Notice when you feel like you need to look away, or you feel a sensation that you need to respond to. And then bring your awareness, your noticing, your seeing right back here. Like you've turned your eyes and they're looking right there to the center of your forehead. And as you're pausing and you're looking there and you're trying to notice and you're trying to see, I encourage each of us to recall one teaching, one text that you've read that helps you to grow in your understanding of your spiritual practice. Just recall one thing. Maybe it was a quote from a book that you hold so dear, from the Bible, from the Bhagavad Gita. Maybe it's a line from the Apostles' Creed. Maybe it's a quote from the Dalai Lama. Just find one teaching that really resonates with you. And then as you turn your attention back to that spot, right between your eyes, the center of your forehead, recall that teaching in your mind right here. See it. See the words. See the lesson. See the insight that it provides. And then again, notice if you get distracted. And then notice your ability to come right back. And as you continue just to think about that teaching, that line, that text, that quote, the one that just really aligns to your heart, aligns to your faith. It's one that you could say from memory. Maybe not perfectly in the right order with all the words, but the essence of it, you could say it. It's your teaching. It resonates with your heart. Think about little kids when we teach them these things. They go to catechism, they go to Bible school, they go to all the classes as they're growing up in their spiritual faith of their family. And then just imagine these little kids, they get these words, these quotes, these verses, these prayers that they need to learn, and they write them on a card and they put them in their pocket. And we teach them to pull it out of their pocket and read it. Every time they put their hand in their pocket, read it again. Read it again until it becomes yours. What I would tell us here in our adult life, and for many of us in our long-standing practice of faith and contemplation, imagine that instead of writing it on a little card, it's written right there across your forehead. It informs your insight. It informs the wisdom that you have access to. It informs your level of discernment of when to move and when to be still, and when to give and when to receive, and when to act and when to pause. And so just imagine, just like a little kid has written that verse or that quote or that line on that little card in his pocket. Imagine that you've written it right there across the center of your brow. And each time you gently turn your eyes upward, you see it. It speaks to your heart. Notice what it's telling you. And then if it feels comfortable, bring your hands together in prayer in this Anjali Mudra. And then allow your thumbs to come and just gently press right there in the center of your forehead. Almost like you're just gently pressing in that little message, that quote, that Bible verse, that prayer, that line that reminds you why you believe what you believe, the essence of your heart. Gently feel your thumbs pressing into your forehead and see it right there written across your forehead. And breathe. And then very gently allow your hands to rest. But feel that physical presence like it's still pressing on your forehead. Dhruve, that's what we call it in Sanskrit. That gentle hint of insight, of wisdom, of discernment that helps you know what to do next. And so as we pause here for just this next moment of just stillness, see what you notice. See if you've moved just a little closer to being able to trust in the insight that you have. That you feel secure in your faith, in your beliefs, in the teachings. Just notice what that feels like. Notice what it's showing you. Notice the comfort, maybe, that it even provides. Let's just pause here together. as you return your awareness back to your breath and we prepare to close our practice, just continue just to sit with this idea of meditating on something very specific. We've practiced, we've learned so many things through these Yoga Sutras, and here he's telling us, now let's get intentional. Let's meditate on our insight, on our discernment, on our wisdom, and then let it compel us as we move through the world once we're no longer seated in meditation. Let it guide us. Let it direct us. Let it become something that we can trust, we can rely on, and perhaps most importantly, that we can listen to. Dhruve, that's what it's called in Sanskrit. It's that beautiful third eye of internal wisdom. It's not about our knowledge. It's not about what we see in the world. It's about what we see within our heart. Hold it close and draw from it as you move through the coming days. Namaste.